Here are this week's top stories. Ethiopians take top prize in the Dubai Marathon 2015. Salomon Wadih Bih Run gears up for its 23rd edition. And Abu Dhabi to host 2015 XCAT World Series Powerboat Racing Finale. I'm Rosina Castelli. Welcome to What's Up. It was another triumphant year for Ethiopian marathon runners at the Standard Chartered Dubai Marathon 2015. Each winning the $200,000 cash prize are 20-year-old Lemi Buthano Haley, who dominated the male category, and returning champion Aselefek Marhia, who ran the fastest amongst the females. Here's Physique TV's Rachel Pether to give us the full report.
Elite athletes and marathon runners from all over the world gathered right here to become a part of one of the Middle East's most important sporting events, the Standard Chartered Dubai Marathon 2015. I'm Rachel, and I'll be bringing you the highlights from this year's race. Dubbed as the world's richest marathon, the Dubai Marathon is bigger than ever, with international elite runners taking part. During the press conference a few days before the big event, I had the chance to speak to race director Peter Connaughton about the run.
We have the great Kenenisa Bikili running this year, but it's not only him, he's the fourth fastest in our field this year. And then on the women's side, we've got 4 past winners coming back. And we're really pushing for faster times, pushing the boundary and more people running under your 2:19s or 2:20s. And we've been doing it, and it seems to be working, and the athletes like coming here.
So you talk about the elite athletes taking part. How do you think this maybe encourages or motivates, us normal people to take part?
Well, I mean, I don't think we get 25,000 people running if we didn't have the elites. And I think it's a formula that is working all over the world, and I can see it's inspiring everybody. The fact that you can be in the same race as an Olympic champion. Then you've got the fun runner, maybe not so interested in the elite and the top end, and it's about health and fitness. We've got nearly 100 companies participating. So companies are using it as a morale building. It's a company initiative.
UAE Athletics Federation President Ahmed Al Kamali also shared his thoughts for the 2015 edition of the Dubai Marathon. The Dubai Marathon is now one of the biggest sporting events in the Middle East. Can you tell me how it's evolved since it started?
Well, imagine we started with about 50 runners in 27 November 1998. And now we have over 33,000. So it's a big improvement with 10,000 dirham prize money to $1 million prize money. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, support from our sponsor, from the media, from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed from the beginning. Now the Crown Prince is supporting it in a big way. So it's a community event, big support from the whole people of Dubai.
It really brings the city together, I guess. And you've got Olympic winners taking part. Is the focus on breaking records or encouraging people to take part?
We have here the largest number of elite runners. We have 120 runners, girl and boy. Everybody is it's a big name in the world. We have Kenenisa Bikili, one of the legends here. We have the women who run, 3 women, they run under 20. We have silver Olympic, bronze Olympic, winner of London, winner of Tokyo, Frankfurt. So everybody is around here, the best in the world. So we are looking for a good run.
I was also able to speak to the representatives of different companies and organizations that made this race possible.
طبعا يعتبر من أهم السباقات ومن أهم الأنشطة العالمية التي تحتضنها وتنظمها دبي وخاصة الماراثون في نسخته ال15 يعتبر بحضور عدد كبير من نجوم العالم، بحضور بكلي، بحضور أيضا عدد من النخبة 120 شخص متميزين بمشاركة 30 متسابق. أرقام جميلة جدا تعطي بأن الماراثون كل سنة يتطور ويحدث طفرة في عدد المشاركين والمتميزين.
So Standard Chartered has been supporting the Dubai Marathon for the last 11 years. Can you tell me how the partnership has evolved in that time?
The partnership has actually worked very well, and we are very pleased that we are associated as a bank with this event, because from a very small number of participants, this year we are expecting a record participation of athletes of over 25,000 participants in the race. So this is a remarkable success and journey that we've come across.
And why is such a sponsorship important for your bank?
Because as I said, you see, we want to support the communities in the markets that we work. We globally sponsor this event in 9 markets, including places like Mumbai, Nairobi, Singapore, Dubai, all the major places. And these are countries and cities where Standard Chartered has a very large presence. Also, this is something very important to us because we are also using this as an opportunity for our Seeing is Believing cause, whereby we are able to support the elimination of avoidable blindness, which is what we are working on. The organization took a view several years ago that in the developing countries, in the emerging markets, this blindness is prevalent at a very high rate. And we believe that we can make a difference and contribute towards the elimination of this.
That's amazing. So if you've already raised 75% of your target, are you going to increase your target, make it more ambitious?
Well, you see, we're being very encouraged by the success that we're seeing. We have screened millions of people so far. We provided support, whether it's in the form of medical devices or other surgeries, to a very, very large number of people. So we're getting very encouraged, and let's see how the response goes. We have another 5 years to go as part of our campaign till 2020, and then we'll see how we take it forward.
Hi Cedric, can you tell me more about Dubai Holdings' involvement in the marathon?
We've been supporting the event for the 9 consecutive years. And this year we're very pleased to welcome Kenenisa Bekele as our wellness ambassador, supporting our corporate wellness programs. And as just mentioned during the press conference, we are having 2,436 employees that will be running. So we're very happy with these numbers.
And can you tell me more about the corporate wellness program?
So our wellness program is a multidisciplinary field that relies on education and targeted interventions in a way conducive to health. We realize that in Dubai or globally in the GCC there is a rise of chronic conditions, obesity, type 2 diabetes or inactivity. To tackle the rise of this chronic condition through specific sports activity or stress management techniques.
And have you seen a change since you started the program?
Yes, massive change. I mean, as a simple example, just recently one of our employees have been losing 20 kilograms of body fat, which is fantastic. And obviously now our responsibility is to continue the support system, and we would like obviously for life employees to continue the path towards a healthier living.
This year, the 42-kilometre route starts and finishes near the iconic Burj Al Arab, with most of the run taking place at the Jumeirah Beach Road. There's also the 10K and 4K run, which take place at the same route. It was once again a clean sweep for the Ethiopians, with Lemmy Haley taking in the men's title in a time of 2 hours, 5 minutes and 28 seconds. In the women's race, it was 2-time champion Merkia who claimed her 3rd title in a cutthroat finish. The beauty of the Dubai Marathon is that it is not only for elite runners and marathon veterans. Amateur runners also get the chance to take part alongside the best in the world. I'm here with Tiger, who's travelled all the way to Dubai from Japan. So tell me, Tiger, how did you find the race today?
Yeah, it was great. And I was excited because I ran with Kenenisa Bekele. So it was very exciting.
And do you think you'll be back again next year?
Of course, I will try.
And how would you compare Dubai with other races?
It's the best marathon race, I think.
So I'm now with Michael and Jerry from Scotland, who have travelled all the way from...
Singapore, Glasgow.
And how did you find the race today?
First half was okay, second half when the sun came up, rather warm.
Especially coming from Glasgow.
Yes, coming from 0 degrees to whatever it is this morning. A bit of a shock, but good to get it done.
Can we expect to see you back here next year?
Good chance of that, yeah, if my wife lets me.
How did you find the race today?
It's great as usual. Actually, I ran the 10K today, and I think it was just marvelous. It's well organized, and you see the people how they are really encouraged.
And tell me, how did you train for the event today?
Well, normally I do train the whole year, so it's not the first time. So we
Another
finished last
Friday.
week. This is another Friday, exactly.
And what's your diet like in preparation for these type of events?
Staying away from smoking and bad stuff, so get good sleep, train well, eat well. So it's really a combination of things.
We look very fresh-faced having just run the race. So.
Oh yeah, it's great because once you start doing it, become just like you are addicted to it. So it's really great, and we encourage everybody to join because this is one of the best places you can join, one of the best marathons you can run in Dubai always.
أنا العداء الأردني علي السوالمي للكراسي المتحركة، حاصل على المركز الثاني اليوم في ماراثون دبي العالمي لمسافة 42 كيلومتر تو ويلتشير بتوقيت 2 و27 دقيقة، وهذا الرقم محطم بالنسبة لي بفارق 5 دقائق. أنا بتدرب في مدينة الحسن الرياضية في محافظة إربد من المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية، وبشارك في عدة ماراثونات. هاي المشاركة نمبر 3 تو ماراثون دبي. إن شاء الله المرة الجاية بنجيب مركز متقدم أحسن من هيك.
أنا وايد مستانس لانضمامي في ماراثون دبي. أنا كنت أتمرن من تقريبا 5-6 شهور قبل الماراثون. كان تركيزي كله للماراثون ودبي ونص ماراثون دبي كريك سترايدرز.
Don't go anywhere. More stories when we come back. The Salomon Wadih Bih Run, one of the region's longest running races, will take place in Dhabi on February 6th and 7th. The run, which has been held annually since 1993, is now the oldest regular expatriate sporting event in the UAE. The sold-out 23rd edition of the race will feature new categories for solo and team relays. All solo races will take place on February 6th, with a 50km and 72km race and a new 30km route. Relay teams can choose to run a 50km course on the first day or the original 72km route the following day. Physique TV will be in Dhabi on race day, so if you're a part of the race, we'll see you there. In a press conference at the Dubai International Marine Club, the World Professional Powerboat Association has announced that the final round of the 2015 UIM XCAT World Series will be hosted by the UAE capital, Abu Dhabi, at the end of 2015. XCAT, short for Extreme Catamaran, is one of the most challenging and extreme forms of powerboat racing, with the largest international contingent and greatest number of teams competing at the spectacular locations across the globe.
Today, been signed a contract between Abu Dhabi International Marine Sport Club and WPPA to host the XCAT race in Abu Dhabi. This year, which is 2015, will be the final round in Abu Dhabi, which is one of the most unique places for the races for the boats, and even to add value to the events which been held in Abu Dhabi. This type of races, it's very important for the water sport in terms of numbers of boats, number of teams, and even for UAE has a lot of national teams in this race among with the other international teams. This race, in terms of one of the main races in UIM agenda, which is International Federation, because numbers of boats and the places where this been held last years, and this year will be also added more places and will be the final in Abu Dhabi.
The XCAT World Series has 8 races set to take place in 6 different countries in 2015, including the exciting new venues of Australia and Portugal. If you are an avid coffee drinker, then it seems your risk of skin cancer is possibly lower. A new research from the US National Cancer Institute suggests that drinking coffee may lower your risk of melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. The study, that spanned 10 years, has tracked the coffee drinking habits and skin cancer rates of nearly 450,000 adults over age 50, after adjusting for factors like UV exposure, age, BMI, physical activity, smoking history, and alcohol intake. They found that coffee drinkers were less likely to be diagnosed with malignant melanoma than coffee skippers. In fact, those who drank 4 cups of caffeinated coffee per day had a 20% lower risk of skin cancer. Researchers said that previous studies show that the coffee is loaded with compounds like caffeine and polyphenols that appear to suppress UV-induced tumor growth. The bean roasting process also promotes the formation of B vitamins that might offer another layer of protection against tumor formation. But this doesn't mean you have to load up on caffeine right away, as caffeine is also linked to negative health issues such as anxiety, restlessness, irritability, headaches, among others. If you are in the habit of posting regular status updates on Facebook, sharing what's constantly happening on Twitter, or always liking your friends' pictures on Instagram, then this habit is probably what's causing you to be less stressed. A new study from Rutgers University and the Pew Research Center revealed that social media use may actually be good for your health. Researchers surveyed almost 2,000 adults comparing their social media and technology use to their stress levels, and what they found surprised them. They discovered that frequent internet and social media users did not have higher levels of stress than those who use technology less frequently. In fact, women who regularly used Twitter, email, and text messaging showed stress levels 21% lower than less connected ladies. Keith Hampton, the lead study author, said that they believe the simple act of sharing daily events may lower stress levels, since texting photos or sending a tweet is a low-cost, time-efficient way of updating those around you. He added that technology also adds a level of connectedness to everyday life. Users feel like they have a better support system, in addition to feeling more equipped to manage all of their demands, like maintaining a work-life balance.
Hi, I'm Amy, and here's what's coming up this week on Physique TV. In an all-new episode of The Good Life, Gabriella visits level 43 of 4 Point Sheraton in Sheikh Zayed Road, Dubai. She takes in the great sights of the city, drops by the kitchen to see what's cooking, and tries out a calming head massage at the venue's exclusive spa and fitness centre, Fitness Point.
Chef, what are we doing next?
So we will marinate the salmon first.
Ah, I see. How do we marinate the salmon?
We will use the olive oil, ma'am, and lemon juice, and mustard, and some pesto sauce. We will add some olive oil.
Thank you.
Little only.
So about a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Lemon?
Yeah, lemon juice. We will pan get the heat already.
Sounds lovely. I think the temperature is just right. It's a beautiful garnish.
That's all, ma'am.
Sorry, chef, I'll have to mess up your beautiful artwork, but it's all for the sake of tasting it.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's get going. I'll try a little bit of fish, then a bit of the celeriac and potato cake. Maybe 1 caper.
Yes, ma'am.
It is so delicious.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I love it. I love how the fish is very creamy and kind of satisfying in the sense.
The first double backflip in WMX competition and the world record for the longest jump in a rally car. These are just a couple of the achievements in the career of Travis Pastrana. In this episode of Pushing Boundaries, the 4-time American rally champ has decided to add another world record to his long list, to set the record for the fastest time of the Mount Washington hill climb.
1 fraction of a second late with a note could spell disaster. So that's what we're concentrating on now.
The beauty of trying to set a record is that you're just going to go wide open. So basically, there's no need for time. I don't have a speedometer, I don't have a clock, there's nothing. I mean, the co-driver will have his stopwatch on just to verify that the times are close to what they're getting us on, but if he has time to look down at his clock, I'm not doing my job.
Clear to go.
Yeah, we just go up the road.
That we can do. This car's sweet. Hopefully the weather holds up for like 2 or 3 runs, that'd be sick.
Okay, buddy, best of luck.
You too.
Well, we're going to go as fast as we can all the way up this mountain, and if it doesn't set the record, we're going to find a way to go faster.
5, 4, 3. Go. 70. Left 6 minus, open, lightens max, and...
This week on Yoga Today, a different class awaits you every morning. On Sunday, enjoy a class that will bring you down to earth featuring grounding poses.
Keep your gaze down at your mat so the back of your neck is nice and long. Make sure you're breathing here, softening through the face, allowing the breath to grow fuller and deeper.
Monday is all about feeling light and soaring high with flying poses. The Tuesday's class focuses on arm balancing and letting go.
Release your arms down, flow with your breath, stretch up again, and exhale and fold into.
A more advanced power flow is on the schedule for Wednesday.
So by flipping the dog, we do the wild thing where we bring the right foot outside the left foot, and then we come into half Urdhva Dhanurasana, a half bow.
And finally, Thursday will present a Kundalini Kriya Yoga for the instinctual self.
Inhale draws the knee in. Exhale, the knee comes up and over. Look away from the direction the knee is going.
For our full schedule, don't forget to visit the Physique TV website. I'm Amy, and I'll see you next time.
Again, here are the headlines. Ethiopians take top prize at the Dubai Marathon 2015. The Salomon Wadih Bih Run gears up for its 23rd edition. And Abu Dhabi to host 2015 XCAT World Series Powerboat Racing Finale. Thanks for joining me today. If you have any comments or suggestions, or if you want to lower your stress levels, follow us on our social media pages. I'm Rosina Castelli. See you next time.